Hey guys, so today's Sunday Funday video isn't going to be as lighthearted as it usually is. I've been in a love-hate relationship with Facebook for a long time now. I think it is a great form of social media to connect people and share ideas, but so many people turn it into this mob-like mentality, especially when you go into Facebook groups. So this is going to be my story about how I was attacked on Facebook for trying to help people learn more about animals. So last night I was on Facebook and I saw that somebody posted up a photo of playing with a fox on a leash, and this was posted in a local group. I made a comment that this was not legal, and everything just went crazy from there. I was personally attacked by many of the members within the group and by the guy who had posted the photo. It got so bad that they were taking my personal pictures from my personal Facebook account and making memes out of the photos. And I was just accused of so much stuff. I was accused of being one of those crazy people that thinks that animals shouldn't be pets. And you guys know me, you know that I love pets and that I think that you can have them as long as you can care for them. So everyone was basically ganging up on me and telling me that I was wrong. So I started trying to explain to them that in the state of Texas, it is not legal to have a pet fox. And I was really trying to explain the legality of the issue, but all of these people they did not care whether or not that it was legal. They just were upset that I was bringing it up. And so with exceptionally bad grammar and misspelling everything, they continued to insult me, cuss me out, and just say really awful things, like trying to pretend like they knew who I was, like they knew me on a personal level. I really don't know any of these people other than seeing their pictures online once in a while. I was accused of having 10 dogs. I was accused of killing snakes because I was afraid of them. And none of this makes sense. None of this even has anything to do with what I was saying about pet foxes in the state of Texas. And if you just look me up online, you can basically tell right away I have a lot of pets. I don't have 10 dogs. I'm not afraid of snakes. I actually have a snake as a pet. And that's why I love you guys. You guys know who I am. Unlike all these other people that were pretending to know who I was, you guys actually listen to what I say. You watch what I'm doing with my pets, and you guys know who I am. And that's why I love you guys. So going back to the story, there was a reason why I was letting these people know my point of view on this situation. So here in the state of Texas, Texas is actually pretty lenient about what type of exotic animals you can have as pets. It's not strict like some of the other states, such as California. In California, most of the pets that I have would be considered illegal. So Texas is pretty lenient when it comes to that. However, unfortunately, foxes are not one of those. So there are two ways in order to keep a fox in the state of Texas that are illegal. One of those is a fur-bearing license. The purpose of the fur-bearing license is to be able to hunt the animal and then to use the animal for its pelt or to sell it for its pelt. The animal can be kept alive for a certain amount of time, but it is either going to be killed or shipped out of state. And this is not a pet permit. The second purpose for being able to keep a fox or animal like that is for the purpose of animal education. You are able to get the license to keep an animal that would otherwise be illegal because you're going to be using it for educational purposes and teaching people about animals and preserving wildlife and so on. But this should be taken super seriously. Animal education groups are very important to our communities. And claiming to be one when you actually don't know much about wildlife or animals is not right. And so this person that posted about the fox went back and forth saying that he had the fur-bearing permit, that he had the education permit. So it was really unclear as to what he actually was claiming to have. And he also got really angry when I said that the animal wasn't a pet. And he was claiming that pets get vet care and that you love them and that that's what this animal was getting, so it was a pet, which is all true. You do those things for a pet. But animals that are used for educational programs are called animal ambassadors. They are not considered pets. And this isn't just an opinion, this is legally speaking. animal ambassadors do get vet care, and often they get treated even better than a lot of pets do. These animals are taken care of by professionals that are extremely knowledgeable and really know more about animals than your average pet owner. And that's why some of these animals are illegal to obtain for everyone else, because their care is very difficult and it wouldn't work out well for most people, and they need somebody who really understands what they need. And what makes them animal ambassadors is that they are helping educate people to understand about their species and to also preserve their species. And so in talking to him, what stuck out really bad was the fact that he had no idea what I was talking about, and he did not understand what an animal ambassador was, which really made me think if he really truly did have the right permits for this animal. He's someone that is well known for selling exotic animals out of his garage, and there's been some rumors that he doesn't have the right documentation or legal permits to be able to do so. There's also been some pretty upset customers that have made some pretty bad claims about him. So based on all of this and my conversation with him, I just am not convinced that he has the right documentation to be able to have this animal. So when I was trying to explain to them exactly what Texas law was in regards to Texas Parks and Wildlife, they just started attacking me and trying to either tell me that I was wrong or make it seem as if I had to create those laws, which, you know, when I am telling somebody about the laws and regulations regarding animals, I'm not giving them my opinion. I am letting them know what the law is. And sometimes those laws don't even line up with my opinions. In Texas, if an animal is not allowed to be kept as a pet, it's usually for one or two reasons. Either the animal is considered extremely dangerous, or it is to control the spread of disease. And these people that I was talking to in this group did not understand either of those reasons. They didn't sit back to contemplate that these laws might actually be in place to protect their own well-being, the well-being of their families and pets. A while back, there was a big concern about rabies, and at the time there was not vaccines for rabies for animals such as foxes. And a lot of this was put in place to control the spread of rabies. I believe there's been some progress to that now as far as rabies vaccines for animals like that, but that was some of the reasoning behind that, to control the spread of disease. And I think these people really thought that I was trying to be mean by bringing this up, but the truth is that when you overlook regulations like this regarding animals, there is consequences to pay. I don't think that foxes would make good pets for everyone. Really, no animal does. But I do think that foxes could make pets for some people. Maybe even in some sort of controlled way where you have to get a license in order to keep a fox. But I am definitely not of the opinion that foxes cannot be pets for everybody. That is just not my view on it. The foxes like this one that this man showed in the picture are often animals that are purchased from fur farms. They are not born wild, and they do already have some domestication. This gives the animal a second chance at a good life. Chinchillas were brought to this country for the purpose of their fur to be made into coats. And then afterwards, they became really popular in the pet trade. And this has saved so many chinchillas from being made into coats. So if it was passed that foxes could be pets, this could also be the same for their species. But when you are illegally obtaining an animal in a state that does not allow those animals, there is the possibility that the animal control department can find out about it, especially when you're posting it all over social media. And in cases like that, the animal can be confiscated and euthanized. So it is really irresponsible to encourage behavior like this and to be posting it all over social media. So I was definitely attacked by a lot of people, but I am glad that I didn't just sit silent on this matter. And hopefully one day this whole thing regarding foxes does change, but at this moment, it's just putting the animal in danger. But if you are a Texas resident that does want to own a fox, or you just want to support those of us in Texas that do, there is a petition on change.org that you can sign, and I will link that in the description of this video. I'm sorry today's Sunday Funday video was not as happy as it usually is, but I am really glad to be able to share with you guys what happened and to be able to talk to you guys about this subject because it is such a serious topic. Thanks for watching this video, and I will see you guys next week for more animal videos. Bye!